calendar on January 24th, 2025. Orders were given on the 1st of the month regarding the taking of DNA and fingerprints. Those orders remain in effect today. What that means for you all in the courtroom is this: not every single one of you has to give your DNA or fingerprints. If you have to do that, that information is going to be on your paperwork. My name is Commissioner Beck. I'm here to do a few things for you today. I'm here to let you know, number one, why you're here. Number two, if you might be released. Number three, if you're going to be assigned counsel. The vast majority of you are going to be assigned counsel, which leads to my number one rule. Please don't talk about the facts of your case. Anything you say or do can be used against you. Everything in the courtroom is video recorded, so please don't talk about the facts of your case unless it's with your attorney. Second thing, I'm sure you're going to have a lot of questions for me. Unfortunately, I'm not your attorney. I can't answer legal questions for you, so please save your legal questions for your counsel. Finally, I'm going to be throwing out lots of different dates, different types of release conditions at you. You don't have to memorize all that stuff. That's why all that information is going to be on your paperwork, but that's why it's important to keep your paperwork and not lose it. If you miss a court date or if you don't follow a court order, you could end up back here. Here's how tonight's going to work. I'm going to call two names. First name I'm going to call is going to come in the courtroom and stand at the podium. Second name I call is going to sit on the chair next to the door. Then we're going to keep on cycling through until the calendar's finished. Can I please get Spring Durham to the podium and Ivan Lopez to the chair, please? Can I please get your name and date of birth?
Spring Durham, 11/11/86.
Thank you. You're here today on two separate matters, a Superior Court new case and a failure to appear warrant. Let me talk to you about your failure to appear warrant first. I'm not assigning you counsel on that case. You're going to go back to your original counsel. Your next court dates are January 30th and February 3rd in the Downtown Superior Court, affirming the bond set by your judge. It's a $1,000 secured appearance bond. You're also here
Arizona.
Arrested for criminal trespass, a Class 6 felony. I have found probable cause. I am assigning you counsel on this case. Because your next court dates are January 30th, January 31st, and February 3rd. Just because it's been alleged that you committed this offense while you're on release for your other offense, you're going to be held non-bondable. While you're in custody, though, if you're ever in contact with any of your co-defendants, you cannot have any contact with your co-defendants. Please step to your left for your paperwork. Ivan Lopez to the podium. Anderson Yeslith to the chair, please.
What do you guys think Ivan did? Emojis, por favor. Damn.
Sir, name and date of birth, please.
Ivan Ray Lopez, 42973.
Thank you. You're here today on a Superior Court new case. You've been arrested for possession of dangerous drugs for sale, a Class 2 felony, transportation of dangerous drugs for sale, a Class 2 felony, possession of narcotic drugs, Class 4 felony, possession of drug paraphernalia, a Class 6 felony.
Damn.
I have found probable cause. I am assigning you an attorney. Your next court dates are January 30th and February 3rd in the Downtown Superior Court, setting a cash bond of $50,000.
These are live.
If you're able to bond out, you're going to be on pretrial services release with drug testing and monitoring, and you're going to have an electronic ankle monitor. Furthermore, if you're able to bond out, not to possess any weapons, drugs, or alcohol. Please step to your left for your paperwork, sir.
Hey, that guy, I'm going to have to give him
Anderson Yeslith to the podium.
I'm going to have to give him a 1 star.
Leach to the chair, please.
A 1 star on the GTA status, because he just had some illegal substances.
Can I have your name and date of birth, please?
And he has some super tight pants.
11/5/93.
Thank you. You're here today on an out-of-county warrant. I am assigning you counsel. Your next court date is going to be January 29th at the Navajo County Superior Court. I'm affirming the bond set by the judge up there. It's a $20,000 secured appearance bond. Sir, if you're able to bond out, not to possess any weapons, drugs, or alcohol. Most importantly, if you bond out, you are not allowed to drive any motor vehicle. Please step to your left for your paperwork.
This guy is also
to the podium.
He's also getting 1 star in
Raul
the GTA.
Hernandez Vicario to the chair, please.
The GTA status. Next.
Date of birth, please.
Colin Leach, January 24th, 2001.
Thank you. You're here today on a Superior Court new case. You've been arrested for disorderly conduct with a weapon, a Class 6 felony. I have found probable cause. At this time, I'm not assigning you counsel because I'm not finding you indigent at this time. But by your next court date, if you find yourself without an attorney, would you please request one of the next judge? Do you understand?
Yes.
Okay. Your next court dates are January 30th and February 3rd at the Downtown Superior Court, setting a secured appearance bond of $15,000 that is secured. If you're able to bond out, you're going to be placed on pretrial services release with an electronic ankle monitor. Furthermore, if you bond out not to return to the scene of the crime, no contact with any victim or witness, not to possess any weapons, drugs, or alcohol. Please step to your left for your paperwork.
That guy, I'm going to give him a 2-star in the GTA
Raul Hernandez
status
Vicario to the
because
podium.
he had a dangerous
Sammy Rico
weapon.
to the chair, please.
So this is Maricopa County in Arizona, and this is live, and this is night
Name and date of
court.
birth, please.
Raul Hernandez Vicario, 12/18/1998.
Thank you. You're here today on the Superior Court new case. You've been arrested for aggravated DUI, a Class 4 felony, and disorderly conduct, a Class 6 felony. 2 counts of disorderly conduct, a Class 6 felony. I have not
sure
found
why I'm
probable
here.
cause on the aggravated DUI at this time. I am finding probable cause on the 2 counts of disorderly conduct. In speaking to the county attorney's office, the aggravated DUI, it's coming, but I'm not finding probable cause at this time, so I'm just letting you know that now. I am assigning you an attorney. Your next court dates are January 30th and February 3rd at the Downtown Superior Court, setting a secured appearance bond of $10,000 at this time. Sir, if you're able to bond out, you're going to be in pretrial services release with alcohol testing and monitoring, and you're going to be fitted for an electronic ankle monitor. Furthermore, if you bond out, not to return to the scene of the crime,
It's coming
no
too.
contact with any victim or witness, not to possess any weapons, drugs, or alcohol. Please step to your left for your paperwork.
Hey, I gave him
Sammy Rico to the
aggravated. Aggravated is
Eric
because somebody
Alvarez
got
to the chair,
hurt.
please.
I believe, if I'm not mistaken. So I had to give him the 2 stars because that definitely got the police on his tail. LADB
Sir, name and
sign
date
and
of
release,
birth,
yup.
please.
San Joseph Rigo, the 3rd, and 9/11/91.
Thank you. You're here today on 2 failure to appear warrants, so I'm not assigning you an attorney. You're going to go back to your original attorney. Your next court date on both matters is going to be, no, I'm sorry. Your next court date on one matter is going to be January 31st in the Downtown Superior Court. And on the other matter, it's going to be January 30th and February 3rd in the Downtown Superior Court.
That's 3 court dates.
That's 3 court dates.
Well.
Don't I have one on the 28th already?
Hey, don't forget
On
to
these
tap,
matters?
tap. If you're not tapping, you're napping. Do you get ankle monitor when you get out on that? It depends. If they put you on pre-trial, yeah. You get an ankle
Right.
bracelet. And you
And no. So, yeah, your next, I'm showing, so yeah, all I have are your 2 cases for failure to appear. So your first one coming up is going to be the January 30th date. On your first one, I'm affirming the bond set by your judge. It's a $1,200 secured appearance bond. On the second failure to appear, affirming the $3,000 secured appearance bond. Sir, if you're able to bond out, you're not to possess any weapons, drugs, or alcohol.
Okay.
Thank you for the
Please step to your
follow,
left for your paperwork,
a.k.a.
sir.
Dino.
So I don't have a court date on the 28th?
Not that I see, but I don't know. It could be a city court.
We're going to give him 1 star.
Eric Alto to the podium. Sean Reagan to the chair, please.
Okay, thank you, Nes Laudo Scratcher.
Sir, name and date of birth, please.
12/2/1982.
Full name, please.
Eric Galto.
Thank you. You're here today on 2 Superior Court arrest warrants
7 minutes
for
ago.
violations of your pretrial services release. You are going to go back to your original attorney, so I'm not assigning you new counsel.
Thank you for the share.
Your next court date's going to be January 30th as to
Arizona.
both matters.
Simon que sí.
I am affirming the bond set by the judge, $1,500 in both cases, total $3,000 secured appearance bond.
Welcome, Michael.
Sir, if you're able to bond out,
Hopefully we
You
got a nice little
are-
run.
not to return to the scene of the crime, no contact with any victim or witness, not to possess any weapons, drugs, or alcohol. And are you on probation? And you have to contact your probation officer within 3 days if you're released.
Okay.
Thank you. Please step to your left.
All right,
Sean
all right.
Reagan to the podium.
Hey,
Alicia
please.
Abrego to the chair, please.
Please follow. It's free 99. Doesn't cost you a thing. Help me out trying to get to that
Name and date of birth, please.
20,000.
Sean Reagan, 9605.
Thank you. You're here today on a probation violation warrant. I'm assigning you an attorney. Your
Thank
next court
you.
date's going to be January
Go,
31st
Puffs.
in the Downtown Superior Court. Affirming the
Just
bond.
1 or 2 because I got page 2 on 2 just recently on a violation, and they didn't tell me anything about it.
I'm just here on just 1. So you might be back on a page 2 a different time. So the one I have right now is for a Class 6 probation violation on a Class 6 felony. Your next court date's going to be January 31st.
He's hiding
Downtown
something.
Superior Court, forming the bond set by your probation violation judge is $1,500 secured appearance bond. Sir, if you're able to bond out, not to return to the scene of the crime, no contact with any victim or witness, not to possess any weapons, drugs, or alcohol. Most importantly, if you bond out, you have to contact your PO within 3 days.
I have one question for you.
Go ahead.
When I came in here, I was already on a probation violation. They told me right now that I have another one and I have a $200 bond on it, but I'm not sure if that's why it's not showing up right here. Because they just did my fingerprints twice and told me I got a new charge for the same thing.
Come again.
But I don't have no court for
Thank
it,
you for
which
the
is weird,
follow,
though.
Cindy.
Oh, that's why, yeah. It's for Phoenix City Court, so you're going to see a different judge at a different time. I just do felonies. I just do mostly felonies, that's why.
All right.
All right, please step to your left. Alicia Abrego to the podium.
Nix.
Jose Mendoza to the chair, please. Name and date of birth, please.
Alicia Abrego, 11688.
Thank you. You're here today on a failure to appear warrant.
She's
I'm not assigning you new counsel. You're going to go back to your original counsel. Your next court date is going to be February 3rd in the Downtown Superior Court. Confirming the bond set by the judge, $1,000 secured appearance
her
bond.
stomach hurts.
If you're able to bond out after returning to the scene of the crime,
Somebody give her a trash
no contact
bag.
with any victim or witness, not to possess any weapons, drugs, or alcohol. Please step to your left for your paperwork.
Oh,
Jose Mendoza to the podium.
Damn.
Timothy Mulford to the chair, please.
woo. Hey, guys, don't do those. Whatever she's on, don't do it. All right? She was taking a nap. Looked like she was a bit constipated. She was about to throw up. And look at walking in smooth.
Jose Mendoza.
Jose Mendoza.
10/29/1988.
Thank you. You're here today in a Superior Court new case. You've been arrested for possession of narcotic drugs, a Class 4 felony, possession of dangerous drugs, a Class 4 felony, possession of drug paraphernalia, a Class 6 felony. I have found probable cause, and I'm assigning you an attorney. Your next court dates are January 30th and February 3rd in the Downtown Superior Court, setting a secured appearance bond of $1,000. Sir, if you're able to bond out, you're not to possess any weapons, drugs, or alcohol.
Juan, gracias
up to your
for
left
the
for your paperwork.
follow. That vato gets 1 star.
Timothy Mulford to the podium. Emilio Trujillo to the chair, please.
1 star in the GTA 5 Richter scale. What's so dangerous? Rugs,
Sir,
Betty?
name and date of birth.
Small for 73179.
Thank you. You're here today in a Superior Court new case.
Hey, what up,
You've been arrested for
nalgas?
burglary in a 3rd degree, Class 4 felony,
Tumbadas.
criminal trespass, a Class 3 misdemeanor. I found probable cause. I'm assigning you an attorney. Your next court dates are January 30th and February 3rd in the Downtown Superior Court, setting a secured appearance bond of $1,000. If you're able to bond out, you're going to be on pretrial services release. Furthermore, if you bond out, you can't go back to the scene of the crime. No contact with any victim or witness. Not to possess any weapons, drugs, or alcohol. You cannot enter any Circle K's or their premises.
Circle K's?
Up to your left for your paperwork.
Sheesh. Hey, so this is Maricopa,
Emilio Trujillo
Arizona.
to the podium. Mr.
Bro,
Campbell
say
to the chair, please.
Like the electric chair, right? Well, I want nothing to do with that chair.
Sir, name and date of birth, please.
Emilio Felix Trujillo, 12/6/83.
Thank you. You're here today on a probation violation warrant. I'm assigning you an attorney. Your next court date is going to be January 30th in the Downtown Superior Court. Affirming the bond set by your probation violation judge, it's a $500 secured appearance bond. Sir, if you can bond out, you're not to possess any weapons, drugs, or alcohol. Most importantly, if you bond out, you have to contact your probation officer within 3 days.
Okay.
All right, please step to your left.
This vato's also going to get
Mr.
1
Campbell
star.
to the podium. Doracia Townsend to the chair, please.
Next.
Name and date of birth, please.
Miss C. Campbell, 12/29/82.
Thank you. You're here today on a probation violation warrant. I'm assigning you an attorney. Your next court date is going to be January 31st in the Downtown Superior Court. Affirming the bond set by your probation violation judge.
She's in a good one.
$250 secured appearance bond. Ma'am, if you're able to bond out, not to possess any weapons, drugs, or alcohol. Most importantly, if you bond out, you have to contact your PO within 3 days.
She can't even stand straight,
Up to your left,
let
your
alone
paperwork.
bond out. For her, she gets a 1 star too. Damn, that's scary out there, man. Screw that. I don't know if any of you guys do any of that stuff,
Doracia
but
Townsend to the
you have to
podium.
cut it out.
Angelica Solis to the chair, please. Could I have your name and date of birth, please?
061096, duration, Manny Townsend.
Thank you. You're here today on 2 probation violation warrants. I am assigning you an attorney. Your next court date is going to be January 31st on both your probation violations. I'm affirming the bond set by your probation violation judge.
There
It's
it is.
$100 on each one, so it's a total of $200 secured appearance bond.
Orange is the new
Ma'am,
black.
if you're able to bond out, not to possess any weapons, drugs, or alcohol. Most importantly, if you bond out, you have to contact your probation officer within 3 days. Please step to your left for your paperwork.
Damn, just shook his.
Angelica Solis to the podium.
Shook his. Was it a
Lonnie Young
her
to the chair,
or
please.
he? I was confused on that one, and I didn't want to offend
Ma'am,
anybody.
please lower your hood.
Oh, sorry.
No problem. Can I get your name and date of birth, please?
August 18,
Carpacita.
1990, Angelica Solis.
Thank you. You're here today on a justice court warrant. I'm
What's she
assigning
do?
you an attorney. Your next court date is going to be January 29th at the Country Meadows Justice Court. I am affirming the bond set by the judge as a $200 secured appearance bond. Ma'am, if you're able to bond out, you're not to possess any weapons, drugs, or alcohol. Please step to your left for your paperwork.
All right, we'll go ahead and give her a 1 star
Ulani Young to the podium.
for the
Nawaf
colorful slippers
Al-Balawi
there.
to the chair, please.
What was that Ice Cube? You ain't right. You ain't right.
Hi, name and date of birth, please.
Ulani and Young on 9/17/88.
Thank you. You're here today on a justice court warrant. I'm assigning you an
What
attorney.
the what?
Your next court date is going to be January
No say.
29th at the Kyrene Justice Court. Affirming the bond set by the judge, it's a $100 secured appearance bond. If you're able to bond out, not to return to the scene of the crime, no contact with any victim or witness, not to possess any weapons, drugs, or alcohol. Please step to your left for your paperwork.
So Tucson, I normally do once a
Nawaf
day
Al-Balawi to the podium. Marcus Ray to the chair, please.
at about 6 p.m. California time, 7 p.m. if you're in Arizona, and if you're in the East Coast, I have no idea. But there's a calculator for it, so don't tripas or
Name
a
and
world
date of
clock.
birth, please.
Nawaf Al-Balawi, October 18th, 1998.
Thank you. You're here today on a justice court warrant. I am assigning you an attorney. Your next court date is going to be January 30th at the University
No,
Lakes
right,
Justice
right.
Court. I'm affirming the bond set by the judge. It's a $100 cash bond. Sir, if you're able to bond out, not to possess any weapons, drugs, or alcohol.
Tucson, I don't think I did.
Most importantly, if you post that bond, you may not operate any motor vehicle. Please step to your left for your paperwork.
All right, thank you.
I don't think I did, but if you want,
Marcus Ray
check
to the podium.
check my live. Check my
Whitney
lives.
Sutherland to the chair, please.
If I did, it'll be on there. I think I only did Maricopa on Sunday, this last Sunday.
Sir, name and date of birth, please.
Marcus Ray, January 2nd, 1999.
Thank you. You're here today on the Superior Court arrest warrant. Probable cause is previously found for possession of narcotic drugs, a Class 4 felony, possession of drug paraphernalia, a Class 6 felony. This occurred back in January of 2024. I am assigning you an attorney. Your next court dates are January 30th and February 3rd in the Downtown Superior Court. Affirming the bond set by the judge, it's a $50 secured appearance bond. Sir, if you're able to bond out, not to possess any weapons, drugs, or alcohol. Please step to your left for your paperwork.
Hey Tyler, I think there's another vato that does
Whitney Sutherland to the podium.
That does,
Joseph Perez to the chair, please.
that does the Tucson ones every day, but I don't know his name. Look up Tucson hearings.
And
I'm pretty
name
sure
and
you'll
date of
find
birth,
it.
please.
Whitney Sutherland, June 11, 93.
Thank you. You're here today on the Superior Court new case. You've been arrested for shoplifting with an artifice, a Class 4 felony.
Damn.
I have found probable cause. I am assigning you an attorney. Your next court dates are February 7th and February 11th in the Downtown Superior Court. Upon your promise to appear, I'm going to be releasing you to the supervision of pretrial services. Furthermore, once you're released, you're not to return to the scene of the crime, not to initiate contact with any victim or witness, not to possess any weapons, drugs, or alcohol. And once you're released, you may not enter any Circle K's or their premises. Do you understand these conditions of release?
Okay.
Do you understand them?
Yes, I understand.
Do you promise to follow these conditions?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, that's who it is. Yeah.
And do you promise
thank
to
you,
appear on
Ness.
February 7th and February 11th at the Downtown Superior Court?
Yes.
Upon defendant's promise to appear, I will release her to the supervision of pretrial services. Ma'am, once you're released, it's your responsibility to contact pretrial services during normal business hours tomorrow. If
Okay.
you don't contact them, you could end up back here. Do you understand that?
Understood.
Okay, thank you. Please step to your left.
You know what? Today it was like nonstop. Like the
Joseph
last few
Perez to the
days,
podium.
it's been like
Joni
nonstop
Case
DB
to the chair,
cases.
please.
A gang. It was like 8 or 9 in a row. Circle K again. Yeah.
Sir, name and date of birth, please.
7/26/1995, Joseph Perez.
Thank you. You're here today on a Superior Court new case. You've been arrested for criminal trespass, a Class 6 felony. I have found probable cause. I am assigning you an attorney. Your next court dates are February 7th and February 11th at the Downtown Superior Court. I'll be releasing you to the supervision to pretrial services upon your promise to appear. There's some other conditions you have to follow. Once you're released, you're not to return to the scene of the crime. No contact with any victim or witness. No contact with any of the co-defendants or anyone else you were arrested with. You're not to possess any weapons, drugs, or alcohol. Do you understand all these conditions?
Yes.
Do you promise to follow all these conditions?
Yes.
Do you promise to appear on February 7th and February 11th at the Downtown Superior Court?
Yes.
On defendant's promise to appear, I'll be releasing him to the supervision of pretrial services. Sir, it's your responsibility to give them a call. Their phone number's in your paperwork during normal business hours tomorrow. If you don't contact them, you could end up back here. Do you understand
Michael.
that?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Please step to your left for your paperwork.
Michael Rose 70 about to have an influx
Joni
of
Case to the
customers
podium, please.
or quick trip. Hey, Quick Trip QT has some cheap ass gas.
Your Honor.
Hi,
For
name
those
and
of you
date
that
birth,
don't
please.
know.
Joni Case, April 25th, 1988.
Thank you. You're here today on the Superior Court new case. You've been arrested for criminal trespass, a Class 6 felony. I have found probable cause. I'm assigning you an attorney. Your next court dates are February 7th and February 11th in the Downtown Superior Court. On your promise to appear, I'm going to be releasing you today. There's some conditions to your release, though. Once you're released, not to return to the scene of the crime, not to have any contact with any victim or witness, no contact with your co-defendants that you were arrested with. Do you understand not to possess any weapons, drugs, or alcohol?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you understand these conditions?
Yes.
Do you promise to follow these conditions?
Yes.
Do you promise to appear on February 7th and February 11th at the Downtown Superior Court?
Yes.
Upon defendant's promise to appear, she'll be released on her own recognizance. Please step to your left for your paperwork.
Thank you.
Hey Tyler, I just checked. I did stream on Saturday. I just dropped that link on there for you. That's the Sunday Tucson hearings. I think it was in the morning. Or I don't know. Was it the morning or the evening that you're looking for? It's laggy. I think it's their internet, not mine. Tyler, I did a stream on the 19th.
Thank you. Ms. Enda to the podium, please.
It's laggy. Dispensa en la tira. I pay the low budget internet $9.99. Are you out of your
please have your name and
mind?
date of birth.
McCollum, 5/16/83.
Thank you. You're here today in a Superior Court grand jury warrant. Grand jury has found probable cause to hold you on the following counts. 5 counts of bestiality, all Class 6 felonies. Ma'am, I'm not assigning you counsel because I'm not finding you indigent at this time. By the time of your next court hearing, if you do not find yourself with an attorney, please request one of your next judge. Do you understand?
Yes.
Cochina.
Your next court date is going to be January 31st in the Downtown Superior Court. Affirming the bond set by the grand jury judge, a $2,500 secured appearance bond. Ma'am, if you're able to bond out, you have to abide by the following conditions. No contact with any victim or witness, not to possess any weapons, drugs, or alcohol. You may not possess or have physical contact with any animals. Do you have any questions for me?
No.
All right. Please step to your left for your paperwork.
Got them CEO 20s. Yeah, these are the
I'll
ones
be
they sell in
visiting the following
prison, but
individuals back
they
to
didn't come from
themselves.
prison.
Frederick Pugh, Jacob Below.
You didn't hear what she
West.
did?
They pose a risk of harm to themselves or to others. Frederick Pugh,
I can't even say it.
15/1980, here on probation violation warrant. I am assigning counsel. His next court date is January 31st in the Downtown Superior Court, holding him non-bondable on a violation of his probation.
You didn't hear what she did?
On a failure to appear warrant. Date of birth 4/8/1991. I'm not assigning counsel. He'll go back to his original counsel. His next court dates are January 30th and February 3rd in the Downtown Superior Court.
Oh shit! Hold on. Fuck, I gotta take
Affirming
a
that
picture.
secured appearance bond of $2,500 if he's able to bond out, not to possess any weapons, drugs, or alcohol. Christopher Bless is here on a Superior Court new case, date of birth 12/13/74. He's arrested for disorderly conduct, Class 6 felony, disorderly conduct, Class 1 misdemeanor, resisting arrest, a Class 1 misdemeanor.
It wasn't a kid. It was an animal.
His next court dates are February 7th and February 11th in the Downtown Superior Court. Upon his promise to appear, he'll be released to pretrial services. Furthermore, once he's released, no contact with any victim or witness, not to possess any weapons, drugs, or alcohol. Once I visit these individuals back at their cell, if there's to be any changes to these release conditions, I will make them on the record.
I'm shocked.
This concludes
I am
the
truly
11
shocked.
p.m. calendar.
Oh, that's it for tonight. Damn, hey, that last one.